Alright. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me, as always. Let me just adjust this up a little bit. There we go. We are back to Legend of Dragoon today. I'm actually on time, which I know is kind of weird for me, but I made it. Every once in a while it happens. Ran into a bit of a frustrating issue this morning. Not with stream stuff, but if you were one of the people that got the go live message that I sent out, you will notice it is not a pun today. And the reason for that is because I am kind of annoyed. I have a phone that busted a couple months ago. It just stopped charging, so I had to get a new one. And I decided to invest in a phone that I wanted, which was the Galaxy 7 Flip. I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this thing for I don't know how many years. I'm going to get the one that I like. And as it turns out, it is ridiculously soft. So I woke up this morning and there's dead pixels on it. Now, me being a dumbass, I did not invest in the extended warranty, which means I have to pay for those damages out of pocket if I want to get it repaired. And that's going to be like $600 minimum. The one place I went to said the screen itself was about $600. Oh. Ah. And that's not including the actual repair costs, so I'm really annoyed about that. The other place that I went to said it would be about $900 to replace the screen, and like, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm just gonna wait until the screen is a lot more broken before I even consider doing any repairs of that nature on it. In the meantime, I guess I have to try and dodge all of these arrows. What the heck? Apparently, sorry, back to conversation about the game. Apparently, at some point in here, these enemies have an opportunity to drop certain type of accessory, a bandit ring. Which makes sense, because this is the bandit fortress, or like the home of Gigantos is where the bandits are located. So it makes sense you could get bandits rings here, but they're like a 2% drop rate, so I don't think I'm going to be farming them up. Especially because honestly they're nice, but they're not that nice. I really only use the one that I have for Lavits, and the rest I keep stored for, or I have different accessories for the other characters. So not a huge deal. I am going to make sure this crafty thief dies as soon as possible though, because I'm pretty sure, as the name implies, he will steal stuff. I'm also very sad I didn't land that addition. Go. I still desperately need to level Shauna a little bit. She's so many levels behind now. She keeps dying at every boss fight, and it's very difficult to deal with. Ow. Alright. I have no idea if this is the right way to go in. We're just kind of hoping. What's this? 20 gold. It's the mummy of a Giganto, just kind of kicking it, I guess. Why is there a shiny? Try pushing. Did that disable the arrows now? I'll hope so. That would be very nice. I'm not being shot, so let's hope that was the trap. Hey, another bandit's ring. Honestly, I don't know if there's even a need to farm them then, because there's only 1, 2, 3. I think there's only 3 male characters. Dart, Lavitz. Oh no, there's 4. Dart, Lavitz, Haschel, and Giganto dude. Kongol. So I don't think there's really a need for me to go trying to farm up anything else. This statue right next to me here, though, looks like Abraham Lincoln. It's not, and I know that, but it reminds me of the Abraham Lincoln statue. It is a funny thing. Actually, I wonder if this background is going to change. I don't remember it. As much as possible, we really just have to keep Shauna guarding right now. Because not only do I need her to recover some HP, but also I need her to not die for a couple of battles. I just need her alive, that's all. Alive is enough to get XP. We talked about it last time, how unfortunately she's getting less experience than the people that aren't in my party, because she dies at all the key fights and then she gets 0 experience, whereas everybody else at least gets half. It's very frustrating. Ideally, I think I'd like to get her up to at least Dragoon level 4, because that means every arrow strike will give her a level of transformation. Sense the enemy's presence, okay. Ah! More bandits. I don't know what you want, and how did you manage to get all the way here? We should play with them a little. Yo, men, don't kill them. That's what our boss said, but why don't we stomp them till they hate being alive? Okay, let's try and run. Uh-oh, door closey. What am I supposed to do here? You thought it would be that easy, huh? Well, I mean, I'd kind of hoped. How do I... Is there no... I guess I gotta go. Oh. I mean, I'm hoping to go through. Can I not? Do I just have to dodge for a few seconds? Yeah, I guess so. Yo, brother, take care of them, will ya? Oh, brother. I wish I had a better Winnie the Pooh accent, but impression, but I don't. Let us meet with your boss. We have to talk. There will be no talking. You've already ruined our territory. It must be from the rogue school. What? How do you know about that? That's my question. How did you find out about the rogue school? Who cares? If you really want to learn about it, tussle with me. The language used in this game is fun. Tussle with me. I only think of tussling like tussling someone's hair. Maybe I need to make her more nimble too. That was very bad. That was a lot of damage. Okay. Crafty Thief first. There we go. I'm really looking forward to getting Madness Hero. Ow. Because Madness Hero is a very fun addition to do. It's like 11 different hits. Oh good, he ran away. We're gonna do this right now and have her heal again. I desperately need to get her some more defense. I know I could give her a night ring and like raise it a little bit, but by the same token, I really need her regenning HP every time she takes a hit. I just need to get her better defense in general. Hopefully there will be an equipment store somewhere to sell stuff for her. I just don't remember if there is or not. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. I was kind of banking on that armor being there for another step or two. Another turn or two. Oh well. Let's go in here. Oh no! I missed. Oh, I missed. Well, at least they're running. That's better than nothing. Hooray! And her health is full, so I can attack a little. Holy crap, I take that back. I should not have tried to attack at all. I really wish they would have given us 2 accessory slots. Like, really wish they'd have given us 2 accessory slots. This is bad. Okay, how about this? Let's do a... block his movements. And hopefully it works. It did not work. Okay. You're gonna guard, because you take too much damage. Oh, it did work. Yay. Okay. Ha 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 ha. And we're using this one. Because I still want to get his additions up. We're right on the cusp of getting his very best move. And it's a really good move too. I've forgotten what it's called. Blossom Storm? I think it's called Blossom Storm. $60 XP for that fight. Oh, leveling is so hard. Run!
The Rogue School of Martial Arts is a tradition found only in my village. All the people who use the Rogue School or the Rogue style from outside my village must have a connection there. Do you know a woman fighter called Claire?
I don't know any such woman. I learned it from my boss, Garrick.
Garrick?
My boss used to study it seriously, but he was kicked out 20 years ago. Then he became a bandit.
Kicked out? Now I know. That Garrick.
I'm not sure if it's supposed to be Garrick or Garage. I'm going to keep saying Garrick, because I think it's funnier. Maybe I can rage bait people into talking with me.
He must be the man who was once my disciple.
He's over there, right? Yeah, but you cannot defeat my boss. My boss is 10 times as strong as me.
It's my fist that decides if I can defeat him or not.
I don't actually know if that's how Master Roshi talks on Dragon Ball. I haven't seen it, surprisingly enough. I know a lot of people really enjoy it, but I haven't watched it. I read a little bit of the manga, but I didn't know if I was interested in it or not. I went with not. I tried, it just wasn't. What are you doing?
I'll show you what the real Rogue School is like. Kame, yeah!
It looks like that stone gate wasn't all it was cracked up to be.
Shall we?
Let's shall. I brought my dancing shoes.
It seems obvious that a bandit's hiding.
Let's start looking here. What's wrong?
I think I did too much. My back hurts. Don't worry, I'll be alright if I rest a little.
Men.
Wait, what was it? Men. Like, you should have thought about your age. Go ahead, I'll take care of him. You will? I think I can wait here by myself. No way, we don't know, like, when they'll come back.
We gotta leave them then. We'll be back if something happens.
If they come back, I'll totally, like, destroy them. Be good, Haschel. Ow. Sorry about that.
I don't remember if I actually have to fight with him independently of everyone else or not. I hope not. Because I have not put any equipment or levels on him. I guess there are only rock fireflies here. Oh good, that's super helpful. Meru, what happened?
Like, ow. Something bumped into me and, like, oh boy, where is Hushel?
Did he go by himself? That is okay, we are still set up correctly. Hooray, rock fireflies. What's in this box? I'm surprised the bandits left anything in chests just hanging around. That feels counterintuitive. Alright, there is a save point here, which is excellent. I also want to check on my additions. I haven't actually looked at them in a while. Ugh, 3 of these bastards. Okay. I think we actually get all of our MP back from the rock fireflies, so I might just kind of spam some magic. I did! Excellent. We're gonna get some accidental leveling done. Wow! It is pretty cool that it takes the form of like a wind phoenix or something. Give me that back! I don't remember which one stole it. That's not good. Failed. Okay, and how about you? Ta! You butthole. No! Oh. Okay, do I get it back if I beat him? It's a good question. Hooray! Perfect. It is so shockingly difficult to get perfects on these ones. Got it back. Good. Hooray. 36 gold and 100 XP. 100 XP is actually pretty damn good. I'm gonna be honest, like, this is a pretty prime spot. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep this spot in mind for coming back to grind. I know I've said for the past like 4 or 5 episodes that I would try and level up a little bit, and I just keep not doing it. But I should. I really should. There's a lot of really good locations here. Three, 4, 5, 6. Got it. Haha. Alright. This is actually especially nice because mercifully there is like... Never mind. I was gonna say they don't do a lot of damage. Apparently they do. I think when I find spots like this, I'm going to have to actually equip her with a Knight's Ring to up her defense. That way, we should be able to function a little bit better. She won't have to take so much damage. And we can still heal up our health from the rock fireflies, which would be very nice. Two, 3, 4. Excellent. But not quite enough to finish him off, which is unfortunate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Haha! Now, how much? I think it would be it would have been really smart of me to try and farm out some of those O parts. I don't know if you're familiar with the acronym, but there is such a thing as... Well, not such a thing. O parts is a concept known as an out-of-place object. And generally it's referred to as something that couldn't exist in a time period. So advanced technologies that they think shouldn't be there, some sort of weaponry maybe, or a creature that shouldn't be there. Those sorts of things would all count as out-of-place objects. And in this case, it's like an over-technology flying little enemy. So they call it O-parts. O-O-P-A-R-T-S. Hey, we found our way here.
I cannot stop laughing. Boss, they came all the way here. I guess that pebble I took was super important.
There are too many people who don't care about their lives. The snot-nose from Danao, too.
Let's just kill that child. I don't care that he's the son of the mayor. I got that woman with us now. Now is a good chance, because the woman is in control of the palace. It'll be a piece of cake to take over this country.
My fist doesn't desire that kind of thing. I'm totally giving him an emo accent. Hold on. My fist doesn't desire that kind of thing. I just want to live free. If she wants the power, I'll give it to her.
Boss, you're gonna be taken advantage of, being a wimp like that. Garrett, you haven't changed a bit. Who are you? Shut up, you small fry. What did you say? Boss, is something wrong?
Master.
master of the rogue school? Head of the bandits, how low you've fallen. I was right to kick you out.
Yes, you were right. Thanks to you, I obtained freedom. I am not the person you remember. It's not a phase, Dad.
Martial arts is your heart. When you hit, your fist aches and your heart aches. Except it seems your heart has forgotten the ache. Shut up! I'll shut you up!
Have I kept you waiting?
Like, it's not fair leaving me like that. You idiots! Why are you here? Oh no, I have to fight with Haschel. I was not prepared for this. Okay, well, we'll do what we can. Haschel shall continue.
Then why don't you remind me of your so-called aching heart? 'Cause tonight's the night that I will fall for you. Like My Chemical Romance starts playing in the background. Okay. Let's go for this little bastard first. Haha! Man, these guys have too much health. Alright. There are not many times that we're forced to use certain characters in battle, but there's no indication that we're going to earlier, so we can't prep for it, unfortunately. Oh.
Mappy, go!
Oh. I just got my ass thoroughly handed to me. Holy crap. I got my butt kicked so hard, Dart blacked out. Ah, flubbed it. That's okay. Man, I am no good at Haschel's moves. I don't use them, like, at all, ever. So his timing is very foreign to me. Like, very foreign. Holy crap. It's a good thing they give us a lot of health most times, because we're just getting the snot beat out of us. Go away, booger breath. Wow, I was having that much trouble with a single hit addition? My goodness. Alright, well, he went away. Let's maybe use the Rose Storm, because a little extra defense would be very helpful. I think this is actually super effective on slow characters, because it only counts those 3 turn durations on the character's turn. So if they're not attacking frequently, they get more benefit from the defense up. Hooray! Yeah, that's much nicer. So as far as I remember, Hashel having a lightning element means he doesn't take or do double damage to anything with his attacks. What? The little bastard... Did you see that? We kicked his butt and he's still there. Oh, that's frustrating. I don't like that one bit. I don't like that one bit. He still gets to just come in and attack us randomly. That's frustrating. I guess that makes sense because he didn't die or like disappear. He just left in a cloud of smoke. Alright, let's watch a new Dragoon transformation. His armor just makes him look fat. I don't know why, but it reminds me of like a Ninja Turtle.
Atomic Mind! Woo!
Atomic Mind!
I like how the voice he has does not fit the voice I gave him at all. Alright. Man, this guy's got a lot of health. I feel like we've probably done at least 500 to 1,000 damage to him, and he's still going strong. We haven't even hit the halfway point. That is such a hard hit, man. Alright, let's deal with this axe-kicking butthole. Oh no! Flubbed it again, that's okay. We'll make do. Country girls make do. Can't come back. What? Oh, you jerk. What the heck was that? Okay. There. I think he finally died. And let's burn one of these. That was super unfortunate, man. Just out of nowhere, instant assassination. Ah! I was doing so good. Now I'm flubbing the timing again. It's okay. We can make it work. Apparently I cannot make it work. There we go. No! Ah! I do find it hilarious that the dude's been spinning a knife the whole time, though, and he prefers to just use his legs right up until now. And how he's like, uh-oh, half health. I better start using this bladed weapon I've been dangerously flipping the entire time. Woohoo! Oh no! Man, I just cannot stop flipping that one right now. It's okay. We'll make it work. At least we are almost done with this fight, because he's in the red, which means he's got less than a quarter health left. Another attack or two should do it. No! I need a new edition for Dart. We've been using this one forever. There we go. And that right there is the only reason we needed Hashel in the party. That was the only reason, is for that particular cutscene. Uh-oh. Kongol to rescue. Kongol smash. I think I actually really liked using his abilities. Like using him as a character, but I don't remember. Kongol? No, Kong game, not Congo. 5,000 XP. Summon 4 gods. Alright.
Garrick, now I seem to be helping you remember the ache in your heart with my fist.
Will he make it?
Barely, at least for now. But if the Giganto over there hadn't saved us, he would be completely dead by now. And all of us too.
Congo, why are you here? And why did you save us?
It's a strange way to get revenge on us. What's going on in your mind?
You enemy no more. Here, holy place of Gigantos. Me, survivor. What about the other Gigantos? Human kill us. They stole Gigantos' treasure. Human thinks other species can die. Human selfish creature.
That was the reason why you joined the humans' war.
It's for Emperor Dole. Me still small, lad ran. He saved Kongol. He fought against bad people. Hiya, Tundra. Welcome in. How you doing, friend? Kongol come with you, so Kongol is here. Emperor Dole say he make world where every species equal. World needs strong leader. Whether you can be leader, Congo will watch to the end. Giganto's sadness should not be repeated. Sleepy, but have more cleaning to do today, so need to wake up soon. Fair enough. Hopefully the stupid accents are enough to rouse you from your restful state. I'm kind of forced restful because of the medication that I'm taking right now. Not fond of it, but I'm doing my best. It's good to have you here regardless, though.
There is no such world where equal exists. What we have is killing and being killed. That's it.
Wait! I have my own objectives. I am just continuing my journey towards them. I don't think I make a good leader. Quote unquote. You defeat Emperor Dole. Strong power. Stronger than Emperor Dole. Congo wants to see where power go.
Like, it sounds good, doesn't it? Because more people besides us feels more secure. Besides, I understand how he feels to be attracted to you, Dart. There must be something wherever you go. I still don't know what it is, but like, I want to be with you and do something. Don't you guys feel that way?
Okay. I will hang 10 with all of you. We are friends now. Friend. It sound good.
We did it!
You have...
You have forgotten the most important thing. Come on, we gotta find Lynn. Like, totally.
The Dragoon Spirit too. I don't have a voice for her yet. What you looking for may be down there. Push the thing up there. You need go down. You push thing up. Is this it? Is this it? There seem to be stairs on top of the giant cross.
Garrick, you've come around.
I'm glad to receive your fists, Master.
Shut up. Talking makes you die.
I gotta tell you this or I'll die as a real fool. It's about the Princess Emile in the castle. She's a fake. That woman was switched. Ugh!
Don't say anything.
Ugh. The real one is hidden in the castle. Ugh.
I'll catch up to you later. I have to entomb him.
Oh. Also, I'm sorry. I was caught up in doing silly voices for the scene, Tundra. Did you sleep well at least? I understand you got to clean and you're still rousing yourself. Hopefully it was a good night's rest for you. Me wait here. Bandit may come again.
Len, like, where are you?
Meru, are you here to rescue me?
Of course, Kate's totally worried about ya. And now?
All good. I've been having issues getting the brain to shut down and go to bed. So up late and then up early to wake up my 7-year-old for school. That's fair. That is fair.
I'm letting you out now.
I think I mentioned this the other day, but when I was young, my mom literally would have whole conversations with me trying to get me to wake up around the time I was in middle school. I actually created a device for myself at the time. I had a bunk bed just because I liked the concept of bunk beds. So I used the bottom of the upper bunk to rig up a little device that when she opened the door, it would drop marbles onto my head and wake me up. It only took a few bruises before I decided to move it down towards my stomach instead. Yeah, it was pretty necessary though. We even had a pet dog, and my pet dog, his name was Patch, by the way. He had a black helmet of hair and a little white patch of fur on the front, and that's why I called him Patch. But she used to let him in, hoping he'd wake me up, and instead he'd just snuggle up to me and we'd both fall asleep. This opens it.
If your brawn doesn't work, you should use your brain.
I miss Patch. When we finally had to put him down, quite a few years ago now, Um, I missed him so much that I left his food and water bowl in my bathroom where he'd eat for like, I don't know, 6 to 8 months after. Just because I missed him so much, I wanted to pretend he was still there. I miss him. I can't have a pet anymore because I'm not healthy enough to take care of it, but I do miss him. I miss having dogs. Meru, thanks. Do you know these people?
These are my pals. We're traveling together for a variety of reasons.
You came all the way to such a dangerous place? What great people! Thank you! People's courage hasn't dried up yet. You showed it yourself.
But why did you come alone? I had lots of things to say to the gang too.
I wanted to solve this by myself. Besides, I thought I might be able to talk to Garrick if he hadn't changed. But something had changed. Probably the person who joined him half a year ago changed. Tundra says, the only dog I remember from when I was a kid was named Bonnie. After my mom rehomed her, she used to sing the "My Bonnie lies over the ocean, my Bonnie lies over the sea, my Bonnie lies over the ocean, so bring back my Bonnie to me." And I would just cry. She thought she was funny. That's very mean. Holy cow. Why would you drag up memories like that for your kid? That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh my goodness. So mean. That's awful. And that person is there assuming the form of Princess Emile. We need to go back to the castle quickly.
That's after we find the stolen dragoon spirit.
Any stolen goods should be around here. They were throwing all the stolen items in here. Now let's split up and look for it. I've had a couple of dogs in my life, and I remember them all. Oh, there it is. I see it flashing down there. But Patch was the one that meant the most to me. He was with me from the time I was about 13 till 26, I think. He was about 13 when we finally had to put him down. Because he was old enough and sad enough, or old enough and unhealthy enough, that he stopped eating and he stopped drinking and he just wanted to die. And it was tremendously sad for me. But I do miss dogs. I just don't have the health to take care of them. I can't clean up the backyard. I can't even get up the stairs some days to let a dog outside. So, and that was when we had a sealed yard. I couldn't do that anymore. Well, hello, hubby. Fancy meeting you here. Thank you for joining. How you doing? How has your day been? Red-Eye Dragoon Spirit. Now let's go back to Fletz and see Princess Lisa and tell her everything. I'm glad your day is going. My day is going as well. It is not as good as it should have been. I mentioned this earlier in the stream when nobody was around, but I had to make a stop at the mall earlier. Oh, 1 second. Tundra says, my first dog I got at 16 was named Piper, a black lab, and she lived to be 16 and had a problem with a tumor, so we had to put her down. And my second dog was Lyra, a Yorkie, and we just put her down a little over a year ago at 14. Oh no! So you had other dogs, just not childhood dogs. Like poor Bonnie. Did you find thing?
It seems you found both Lynn and the Dragoon Spirit.
Okay, let's get rid of Kongal and Hashel because I like this team. There we go. But yeah, so a couple months ago, my phone died and I had to get a new one. So I splurged rather than just getting it repaired and got myself an iPhone Flip 7, which I thought was going to be a really good phone because I really liked it. I hadn't seen anything bad about it. And then apparently it is so freaking fragile on the inside screens that even closing it with like dust or dirt on the screen busted out like 12 pixels in one area of the phone. And I have no extended warranty, so they won't cover it. And it's going to be like $600 to $900 to fix the screen. And that's ridiculous. Oh. Well, tell Nat thank you for saying hello. And I hope she feels better. I appreciate hubby still being here too. I hope you don't get sick again too, hubby. And Tundra says, right, and we have a dog now named Benji. We think he is Plot Hound mix. I'm not sure what a Plot Hound is. He's a rescue, currently about to turn 2 on April 21st. Cute! Benji is a good name for a dog. I like Benji. We're going to save just in case. Old systems can crash sometimes. But how is hubby's day going? I heard you're going away on vacation, or not on vacation. Going away for work again soon next week, I think? If I am correct, next week? To the UK. Fun. Are you going to be gone for a while? I don't think Nat mentioned how long you were going to be gone for. We thought he needed a more regal name, though, and decided Benji is short for Benjamin Bartholomew III. Very nice. Very nice. Monday to Thursday. That's not bad, then. Holy crap, those dudes hit hard. This guy's name is Piggy. Englistan, yes. So I heard. Be sure to carry some base liquids around you to counteract any acid. For my part, I ended up trying to get donuts the other day. I finally gave up after Nat stopped playing Eclair and got some donuts for myself. I considered getting Eclairs, actually, but it didn't work out that way. I didn't end up picking any up. Mainly because Ricky Gervais recommends wearing a chainmail there. Nah, too many people have licenses for them knives, mate. Them knives. Yes, delicious baked sweets. Except, I got them from the grocery store. Because it's very disappointing. Let me back up a little bit. It's very disappointing that Tim Hortons, which is like Canada's national coffee chain, got taken over a couple of years ago by some other bigger corporation. They got bought out, and they completely changed. So, like, the coffee recipe changed, and apparently McDonald's bought up the coffee that they were using. So McDonald's now has better coffee. But the coffee changed. They stopped baking their donuts fresh in-house. They stopped hiring Canadian workers and started hiring a lot of immigrants. And unfortunately, most of them just don't care about doing a good job. So, like, the quality in general has just slid down to, like, -0. So I really wanted a donut, but you can't get fresh or good donuts there anymore. So I thought, you know what? I'll try getting some from the grocery store. But the grocery store ones are also cheap quality. I got Boston cream donuts, and the Boston cream tastes funny, and whatever chocolate they put on top is just not a tasty chocolate. The whole consistency of the thing is, I want to say, grainy almost. It's a very unpleasant feeling eating those donuts. And they did have eclairs, but they weren't like just Long John styles. Mocklet is a good way to put it, hubby. Mocklet is a very good way to put it. But they didn't have like nice eclairs that were donuts all the way through. They had the like cheap whipped cream, the canned whipped cream filled in there. And I was not feeling that. I don't like the super cheap whipped cream. It tastes chemically. I'm assuming you understand what I mean by that. When you've got cheap whipped cream, how it tastes like chemicals. I'm not a fan of that flavor. Have you never had canned whipped cream, hubby? Yeah, you can in fact eat canned whipped cream. Some of it is good. There is some high quality canned whipped cream. And it's just a can, like a spray can, with a nozzle on the top, with one of those little cross-shaped tips. And you just shake it up, and you tip it over, and you press the tip, and you get your nice whipped cream shaped thing that you could apply to things. But there's also really cheap ones that just taste like chemicals, and they are not good. They are the opposite of tasty. They taste cheap. The older I'm getting, though, the more I'm appreciating being able to do things by hand and how much better they taste when you do them yourself. Oh, you were thinking straight up soup cans? No, thankfully not that kind. Although, from what I hear, holy crap. From what I hear, canned sweetened condensed milk is a thing, which I never thought would be used in anything, but apparently it's used in a lot of recipes. I've honestly thought about keeping some around just for emergency circumstances too. Is tasty? Okay. But I have thought of keeping some around just for like emergency supplies. In case I can't get to the store and get milk or whatever. We used to use that to make fudge. Okay. I've heard it's good for fudge, for like creme brulees or some fillings. There's a lot of desserts that I see that call for sweetened condensed milk. I was thinking more along the lines of either milk powder or the cans of sweetened condensed milk, so that should there be a shortage or I not be able to get to the store, I could water it down and then use that in place of like coffee thickener. But I don't know if I would actually enjoy having any of that. I feel like it could also be just an awful experience. That makes Brigadeiro out of those? I'm not sure what Brigadeiro is, but it sounds good. So far, the only Brazilian food that I haven't really enjoyed is there's a type of bread they have, or a type of snack, and it's kind of like a cheese bun, but they use a really weird type of cheese for it. And I'm not sure what type of cheese it is, but it feels kind of stale and watered down, and I don't think that was just the bread itself. It was very odd. I was sad that I didn't like it more because it was given to me as like a thoughtful thing that someone was just thinking of me and wanted to do. But I had difficulty eating it. I did. I just didn't like it. I try really hard not to be a picky eater. I was when I was a kid. There were a lot of things I wouldn't eat. And there's still a lot of things I don't like, but I try hard not to be a picky eater. I think the only thing I still can't stand, like literally I will gag on it, is pau de queijo? I mean, probably, but I'm not sure if that was what it was called. She didn't actually tell me. I say she because it was the wife of a couple, and she was the one that, like, prepped a little package of goodies for me. So there was, like, tea in there, and there was that bread, and there was some fruit. And it was very nice of them both to think of me and do that, since I don't get outside very much. And it's super nice having anything fresh. But the only things I can't eat are, like, stroganoff. I just can't stand stroganoff. I will gag on it every time. And lamb as well. I don't know if you've tried lamb, but something about the texture, just, my body rejects it. I don't know what's going on. I tried so hard, but it was not something I think I could get used to. They say a lot of things are an acquired taste. I don't think I would acquire that taste. Interestingly, I had actually tried it at a Brazilian barbecue. Lamb stroganoff. If that was the only thing available left on Earth to eat, I would starve. My husband made lamb for me the other night, and I had a really hard time with the texture. I think that may be the thing. Something about the way it's squished and how soft it was. Okay, thank you for letting me know, hubby. Actually, is it already an hour in? It is an hour in. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, you're back. Good. I was saying, yeah, there's something about the texture that I just don't like, and it may in fact be kryptonite for me. How about you, hubby? Any foods you don't like or just can't deal with? Nope. Oh, you're quite a fortunate person then. There's a lot of things that I would like to try and eat, but I just can't for whatever reason. One thing I'm really allergic to, which makes it pretty scary for me to consider going to Asian countries, is shrimp. I'm actually, like, deathly allergic to shrimp. There was one time I was a kid, I had a single, like, shrimp chip that was left on a plate. And within about 45 minutes, I had swelled up so much that if we hadn't been close enough to the hospital, I would have died. I needed 2 EpiPen shots to save my life. And we had no idea that I was allergic to shrimp. Even now, if I'm in a place where they're cooking it in a relatively confined space, my throat will start closing up from the steam in the air. Yeah. I think I've mentioned it before, but I've had a lot of bad run-ins with my health. There was that incident with the... Oh, you're like that with peppers? Really? Like all peppers or just certain kinds, Tundra? Hot damn is a good pun, hubby. I'm assuming that was a pun, and if not, I will take it as a pun. That was a good one. That's a good question, hubby. What about paprika, Tundra? Does that count? Like, is it all spicy things? All peppers? Wow, that's rough. Meteor fall, huh? That is super unfortunate. I am sorry to hear that. Can you eat out, like, at all then? Because I feel like everything is going to use pepper of some sort. How do I get off of this platform? I don't know. German chips have 2 flavors. Salted and paprika. See, I love me some paprika. Tundra says paprika is made from red peppers, I believe, and chili powder is made from peppers too. I also can't use certain pain patches due to peppers being used as the heat elements. Holy crap, that's rough. So what do you look for on the packaging to indicate what the ingredients you can't use are? Because I'm assuming they don't just say peppers on the packaging. Is it capsaicin? Hubby says there's also something called Ungarisch, meaning Hungarian, but it's just paprika too. Fun. Yes, that word, capsaicin. Gotcha, okay. That's okay. As far as I know, capsaicin is the actual heat component of peppers. So the thing that gives it the spice. I think the only reason I know that is because I've seen Nile Red do that, like do things with it on his channel. I don't know if you guys have enjoyed Nile Red content. He's really interesting though, I like him. Because he does a lot of chemical reactions and stuff just for kicks and giggles. And I find it hilarious. Like one time, if I remember correctly, he made alcohol out of... What was it? Alcohol out of toilet paper. He also made grape soda out of plastic gloves. Yep, I put on like 3 of those patches before when I was headed to work. My skin was burning the whole drive, and when I got there I took them off, and I had burns and welts where the patches were. Oh my. Yeah, that's bad. That's very bad. I can only imagine what that would do to your insides. Is that when you learned that you were allergic to peppers, or was that just when you learned that you were allergic to the capsaicin? Why is she a damage magnet? I don't get it. Death by capsaicin. Actually, in thinking about it, Tundra, just in case, do you have like an EpiPen? Because I feel as though capsaicin is also the active ingredient in pepper spray. And while I don't think you'll ever be hit by pepper spray, I can't imagine that ending well for you. That sounds very dangerous. How would you even get pepper off of your skin? This was when I learned I was allergic to the patches. I learned the pepper thing in high school when someone accidentally put a pepper in my sub sandwich instead of a pickle. Oh my! Yeah, that's rough. That's very rough. Oh, can I not? I went the wrong way. I used to have an EpiPen, but it expired, and I've not gotten a new one. You probably should. Probably. I mean, if you plan to go in public at any point, probably. Shrimp is fairly easy to avoid. I just don't eat at places that I don't know if they have shrimp or not. I actually had to not eat at... what was it? At Popeyes. And I also couldn't eat at IHOP. Because IHOP had like deep fried shrimp, and I was looking at getting a fried steak and saw the shrimp just in time, but they don't clean the oil or use different oil in between. Hubby says capsaicin is actually the same genus as nightshade, so maybe you're the normal one. And Tundra says, I had a reaction once eating a pot pie, and that's when I learned there is one brand of pot pies that puts paprika in them. Yeah, damn. That's rough. That's not a good way to find out. But I learned that I think Popeye's chicken, I think it might have been Popeyes. Or maybe it was Jollibee's, one of the two. They serve deep fried shrimp, and they use the same oil for it. And same thing for IHOP. They do have deep fried shrimp there, and I was gonna get a southern style steak of something, fried steak of some sort, and they use the same oil for that too. So very scary. Gotta be extra careful. And I'm super unhealthy by nature. It's not just the cough. Sorry, speak of the devil. It's not just the cough. I am super unhealthy and super unlucky. I've almost died like so many times. I've been bitten by black widows twice. I don't know how I'm still alive from that, just by itself. Let's see. I almost got paralyzed one time as a kid because I got pushed off the top of a twirly slide and landed on my back on a stone, like one of those pebble playgrounds. I feel like we need to turn you into a bubble boy. That would help. Sometimes I think that would help. Let's see. There was one time I sprayed oven cleaner in my eyes. Another time I was climbing and I pulled a cupboard out of a wall and it jammed the corner into my skull. Let's see. What else was there? There's just been a lot. There's been a lot. Plant evolves deadly toxins to survive. Humans, spicy. That's very true, hubby. That is very true. Hey, we'll be in done now soon. Go home quick to her, you handsome man. Kate's worrying. Dart, I cannot thank you enough, but I have to say it. Thank you. Now Danao is saved. It's just the beginning. The mayor must be taking action now in response to your courage. Louis C.K. had a skit called Of Course But Maybe. I'm not surprised, but I am curious what some of the contents of that would be. Finally, that mayor is taking action. Thank you for your guidance, mayor. Like, what are you talking about? It's not over yet. What? Dart's journey won't be easy. What you guys do is not normal. Monsters like Virage appear, Dragoons, Gigantos. I thought they only existed in fairy tales. I can't explain it, but like, I think there'll be a lot of things I can help you with. So, why don't we go to Flitz now? We can't procrastinate like this, right? It'll continue to be like a traveling three-ring circus.
Alright.
I'm going. Say hello to Kate.
Please come to our wedding.
Oh, sorry, that's not Meru. Please come to our wedding. I'm having it tomorrow if it's possible. Bon voyage. Wow. Dude's in a rush now. Alright. I need to get back to the main city, which is somewhere down here. I hate when my throat is this sore. It is not fun. Okay, how about this? I never used this one for. Woo! She's naked. Like, of course, if you get shot during service, it's a terrible thing, but maybe... Oh, but maybe if you take a gun and invade another country, getting shot is not that weird. Spicy. Star children. I get you. I get you. That makes sense now. I think I still have... Here we go. Man, I knew I had cough drops somewhere. Excuse me while I crack into these for a second. Dude, how did one survive? Alright. By the skin of his teeth, apparently. 3, 4, 5. So what have you been playing lately, hubby? Oh, there was a bit for allergies. Of course, kids with allergies should be taken special care of. But maybe if we all just do this for 1 year, we're done with nut allergies forever. Yeah. Although, interestingly, hubby, you might be aware of this. Sorry, one sec. There we go. Interestingly, nut allergies aren't actually like permanent. They can be dealt with. And as long as it's like medically introduced at the beginning so that you're like being safe with the right amount, you can actually dose yourself in small amounts until you're just completely free of the allergy. And then you just have to eat like a spoonful of peanut butter a week to keep your body from rejecting it from that point on. It's kind of like that scene from Princess Bride where he's immune to iocane powder because he's taken small doses for so long. Except this is real, and it does in fact happen with peanut butter. It's not actually, like, impossible to cure. It's just that so many things don't have peanut butter anymore that nobody's actually developing a childhood immunity to it. Yeah, I think it's neat. And like I said, it's not something that should be done just, like, self-dosing at first. But they have done a lot of work with just giving the right dose at the beginning and scaling it up bit by bit.
It seems the ceremony for Princess Emile's coming-of-age celebration has already started.
Like, we just found out that Princess Emile is a fake.
It doesn't necessarily mean that the moon dagger has already been passed on. Let's go! Okay, Can we actually rest before then is a good question. Yeah, we're fine. I wouldn't be surprised if that works for everything, but just with different doses and increments. I mean, not everything. Like, I wouldn't say that you could build up an immunity to cyanide by eating enough apple seeds, but there are a lot of things that it will work for. In particular, things that trigger an immune response as opposed to poisons would probably be able to do that. It just, your body needs to recognize that this is something normal and not something that needs to be attacked. But you could say the same thing about, like with tetrotoxins, the survival dose and increment would mean it would take you 3 million years to build up to a usual attack dose. Yeah, that's fair. But, I mean, there are, like, for example, AIDS is the autoimmune deficiency syndrome, right? Where it attacks your own body because it doesn't recognize the cells or the white blood cells as being natural. It thinks they're invasion. It thinks they're invaders. So, probably not great to say that that could be dealt with in small doses, but lots of things could be. Bad people coming in without permission. Just kidding. I excuse you because today is such a happy day. When did it start? A moment ago, but just asking doesn't mean you have an invitation. It's so packed you couldn't fit a penny in. Look! She suddenly got a lot of hanger-ons. There's so many new faces that I've never seen before. And according to rumor... Hold on. When the sun rose, did I misread something? That is what I had to deal with when having kids. I'm Rh negative or whatever, and I had to get certain shots to make sure my body didn't attack the babies as foreign objects. That's... I actually didn't know that was a thing, Tundra. But thank you for letting me know. That's new information and very interesting. Also, I'm glad your body didn't attack your kids. Oh, I got you, hubby. When did the happy day start? At sunrise? Yeah, I get you. I get you. I see you. That was clever. According to rumor, they used to be bandits. See? Bad attitude, right? They cannot call themselves knights, but nobody can say anything because it's Princess Emile. Oh! Don't tell anybody about this and I'll let you in. Alright, let's save here. And what time is it? 12:22. Okay. We've got a little bit more time here, so... But yeah, good that we now have technology that prevents it. Very true. Very true. You know, I didn't tell you this story, but there was one time a couple of years ago that something tremendously weird happened. Who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you? They're busy with an important ceremony. Don't even think about bothering them.
They are not decent knights. They're not decent knights.
Can't you see our armor? We're the authentic great knights of Tiburoa.
Is Princess Emile in there?
Whoa, you can't go in there. It's not a place for commoners like you, because it's the birthday of our princess. Do you really think you can get away with making a scene like that?
It's special today.
Are you gonna make an enemy of all Tiburoa? Seems like bluffing is not working.
Can you send a message to Princess Lisa?
She's not here. And it's the birthday of her own sis. I guess she's keeping herself cooped up in her room.
I'll be back, then I'm going to get past you. Okay, sorry. So, I never told you this story, but a couple of years back, I was working a job where I was having a similar conversation with a coworker. And I said to this coworker that I think as a species, like as the human race, We were healthier before the medical technology came into effect, because a lot of the people with the congenital defects, the birth defects, the long-standing heart problems would die off before they had the opportunity to breed and before those genetics could be passed on. And she, instead of recognizing that as a statement of objective fact or objective reality, thought that I was supporting eugenics and the erasure of people with those disabilities again. And I'm like, that's not what I said. That doesn't equate. I just said we may have been healthier before, not that we shouldn't use that technology. And I don't understand people that deal in absolutes like that. Yeah, right? How dare I think that bad genes not getting passed on is not a bad thing. But, you know, whatever. Uh-oh, I got caught. Some people have a difficult time conceptualizing. Yeah, probably. The weird thing is, she was a medical professional. I don't remember exactly what her title was anymore, but this should have been something that wasn't unusual for her. And yet, for whatever reason, it was just so foreign that she couldn't wrap her head around it. And I had a very difficult time trying to explain that no, I was not advocating for genocide. People. Okay, hold on. One sec. I gotta check where this Stardust is supposed to be. I know there's one that's supposed to be in this room. Stardust. There we go. At least I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be in this room. Castle. Here we go. Inside the right-hand towered base. Oh, it cannot be acquired during the coming of age ceremony. Okay. That's why. You know what's bad when you gotta spell out genocide is bad? Yeah. Imagine that. And it wasn't... It was so weird, because it wasn't anything similar to my saying that I thought it should be done. It was purely, hey, I think this could be observed before, and this is why I think it happened. Oh, so you support eugenics? No! Hell no! That is not what I was getting at. Without making it political in any way, by the way, I was talking with someone at one point who had a problem with a politician, and I said, honestly, all politicians are pretty bad, which is a pretty benign thing to say, that nobody's a good politician, they're all bad. I think that's a pretty reasonable thing to say. And yet this person that I was talking to was like, oh, so you're defending him then? I'm like, what? How did you... I just said they're all bad. How did you come across with this? I don't know. People are weird, man. People are weird. Now, if you'll excuse me for a moment, I need to get into my chain smoker voice. I've been waiting for you, everyone. I'm ready. Please tell me the truth. I love those contentious people. I do not like those contentious people, hubby. The Princess Emile attending the ceremony is a fake. A woman who is helping the bandits made the switch a half-year ago. The star of Princess Lisa has shown the truth. Oh, thank God. It is impossible for my sister Emile to have such an attitude. Now, where's my true sister Emile? It seems she's confined somewhere in this castle.
confined somewhere in here. It was the last words of a dying man. We can trust him.
It all started out at the time of a horseback ride half a year ago. By taking advantage of the confusion, the mysterious woman switched herself with Princess Emile and took over Tiburoa with the cooperation of bandits. Did Lisa have a tracheotomy, hubby asks. No, she's a chain smoker, according to my impression. That's an amazing plot.
The finale was said to be the coming of age ceremony when the moon dagger would be passed down.
Princess Lisa, we have to find Princess Emile, or we cannot stop the ceremony. I don't have a voice for Shauna, so is it possible to use it? Is it possible to use astrology to find Princess Emile?
Let me try.
It is really hard keeping up with 7 different voices. Make her Irish? I don't know the difference between Irish and Scottish accents. I'm sorry.
All the stars are refusing to tell their story, as if a mist is covering the night sky.
Or, maybe it's daytime. Then we just have to search every nook and cranny. Just roll your R's. I'm pretty sure the Irish accent is a little more than just rolling your R's.
Let me come with you. When I'm with you, you may be able to avoid some trouble.
There used to be commercials for Tim Hortons. And they do this yearly thing. I don't know if they still do it. But it used to be a contest called Roll Up the Rim. And the whole advertising campaign for it was just the commercial being like, roll up the rim to win! And then people struggling to roll their R's. It was pretty funny, because it did get people talking. Okay. That's not going to help. We got to get kicked out. Oh, Princess Lisa. You're supposed to be sick, Princess Lisa. You must stay and rest in your room. Otherwise, we'll be yelled at by Princess Emile. Hey, take them to their rooms. Damn it. Okay. I wonder if I could sneak behind him if I went around his backside. Probably not, and I'm not going to try it. Uh-oh. No! Ah. It's hard to stealth by line of sight when you can't see people's eyes. When their eyes are just pixels on the screen, it's very difficult. No, I gotta start from back here. Okay. Okay, this is a good time to go. Let's go. Let's go, 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 go. No! What? Oh, he turned around too fast. This isn't Metal Gear Solid. This is Metal Mercury, because I'm too soft, it's liquid. Dude must be eating 3 carrots for breakfast every day. So, interesting thing, hubby. Apparently, carrots don't do jack all for your eyesight. It was apparently a rumor that the British intelligence, British and American intelligence came up with to disguise the fact that they had radar that could detect Russian ships during the war. So when they were figuring it out, they said, oh, it's because our pilots can see so well at night because they eat carrots. And apparently that rumor just kept spreading, and so people bought into it. It might have been the radar, or it might have been as a result of the harmonic channels. I don't remember which one it was. Why is that? We were told that nobody, not even Princess Lisa, can come in till the moon dagger is passed on. But apparently there is something really cool with the ocean and the sky, where there's like a particular depth you can get to, where sound waves travel by bouncing between the different densities of the water layer so far and so well that you can literally hear things from the other side of the planet. But carrots are actually good for eye health. Yes. From what I remember, it's beta carotene, I think. That's the actual compound that's good for the eyes. I don't recall exactly. Talk about an echo chamber indeed. Yes, very much so. But that was apparently also the origin of the rumors of like government cover-ups of Area 51 stuff. Was apparently they had lifted or airlifted in balloons microphones into this specific layer of the atmosphere in the sky to kind of spy on the other side of the world for upcoming attacks and things, but they couldn't disguise the actual balloon itself when they popped or went up or down. So they were saying that it was weather balloons rather than the microphones they were using for the war in order to prevent that information from getting spread. And now people are just like, oh, it's obviously the aliens. Area 51, Roswell. Woo! I just think it's neat. There's a bunch of technology, like military technology, we don't learn about until far later. But it's really cool stuff that uses scientific principles we hadn't heard about. I flubbed it again. War is deception in nature. That's true. Oh no! Did it literally put me all the way back up here? This sucks. Yeah, seriously. Okay. That's frustrating. Not even a checkpoint. It shouldn't take too long to get back as long as I'm timing it well. Like this dude in the center is just staying facing left. At least. Actually, maybe I'm supposed to get in there. Let's see if he's turned. I'm curious. Okay, well, that didn't do anything. So that's unhelpful. I was going to say something else and now I've completely forgotten, but that's okay. Honestly, I'm just trying real hard not to fail this part again because this is difficult. Okay, gotta wait for this guy to turn around. And we'll go in here. And then we'll come back up here. Wait for him to turn. Hooray. And now I don't know what I'm going to do about these guys standing at the entrance. Maybe they'll just let me by? If you want to talk to Princess Emile, go to the Chamber of the Sun. Oh, Princess Lisa, how are you feeling? I feel much better. I have to go into my sister Emile's room. Can I come in? I forgot about the voice. It's far away from the bottom of the tower.
Screams won't be hard down there. Why don't we settle this?
Shall we go? If the real Sister Emile is in this castle, she must be somewhere in this room.
Is that a person on the left? What the heck? It's awful. Somebody looted the place.
That makes this room even more suspicious. We might find something here to help us find Princess Emile.
Congo, go outside. Watch.
Congo is like too big for this room. I feel sorry for him. I'm gonna wait with Congo.
I'm going to. There are too many people in here.
Let's split up and search. This is suspicious. It's a portrait of Princess Emile. Wow! Okay, I kind of forgot that was actually the thing.
What was that noise?
There's like nobody here.
We gotta go find out what happened.
Oh, damn. Where are we? What on earth has happened?
It seems a magical space was created in the painting. It seems peculiar.
Is this magic? Dot, where are you? We're in the painting. Hashley must be talking about this. I think that's Mirror talking.
Don't touch the painting. It seems to be linked to the world over here.
I got it. Thankfully, it seems like this won't be too hard to get through, hopefully.
Emile, Sister Emile.
It's too dangerous to go. Oh, she's Princess Emile. What a babe.
It is linked with a different dimension. It is too dangerous to jump over.
She's right in front of us. How can we?
Let's try this. This looks like a thing we can ride. Woohoo! It's not a thing we can ride, it creates a bridge. Well, fine then. It looks like it's a rail system, though. They're all connected.
Princess Emile? Sister, Sister Emile, please wake up. I can't wake up. Let me do it. I got this. Princess Emile, wake up. Wake up at once or something irrevocable will happen to Tiberoa. Oh, Emile.
I have no voice for her right now, so Lisa, and you, where am I?
You've been sleeping for the past 6 months since we went for a horseback ride, sister.
A half year? I was sleeping the half year since the horseback ride? I gotta find a bathroom now. What about the coming of age ceremony? Yes. What about the moon dagger? Triggered. It is about to be passed over to another person. Can you explain that to me? About this other person and you? It seems I've troubled you a lot due to my accident, I think. Let us go to the Chamber of the Sun. We have to let people know the truth. It's you. Who are you? Oh, didn't mean to go back in. My bad. Alright, let's see here. I don't know if it matters if we get seen by the guards this time. So if I run into one, I'm not going to care and just see what happens. But I think because we have Emil with us, they'll either attack or they won't give a damn. Because she'll tell them to go away. There we go. Princess Emil, why are you here? Thank you for your work. My coming-of-age ceremony is still being held in the Chamber of the Sun, isn't it? Yes, Your Highness. There we go. That's much easier. I kind of wanted Dart to flip them the bird just now. How graceful. There's no comparison with the fake one. Hey, there's no time for this. Our plan is not working anymore. We gotta run. Hey, they're all gone now. Yay. Whoops, it's Princess Emil? Did I make it in time for the ceremony? Yes. Please go on in. Don't mind the soiled pants. I fell in dirt. That's why they're soiled. Alright. It's about 15 minutes early, but I'm going to call it here for today. My throat is getting sore. I already burned through that cough candy. Thank you for hanging out, Tundra, hubby. Appreciate you guys being here as always. I hope everybody has a good day. And I will be back for more of this on Wednesday. Nat should be on tomorrow for Silk Song? Silk Song, yes. Thank you kindly. Appreciate the well wishes. And you're welcome. I hope you're not sick of the stupid accents yet. I have fun with them. They hurt my throat and my voice, but they are fun. Double saving just to be sure. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I don't know how to do an Irish accent. I don't know if I can learn it. Anyway. Alright. Stop stream button is here. Have a good day, folks. Bye-bye.